Good evening, everyone. Toronto Rock Athletic Center, Rock Elite League action here in the junior division. Matthew Carrick in for you to call this one, and right away, Team Blue versus Team White with a huge shot there as they open the game. Good one early on between Team Red and Team Black. Jake Boudreau momentarily taking the scoring lead in the Prospects division, both for goals with 14 and points with 22. Both of those were enough to overtake Devin Pfeiffer, who we'll see in number 19 in blue. Mark Gardonio has minor interference against White as we get you into this one. Believe that's Steven Olerman from the Kitchener-Waterloo Braves. Steven in his first season with the Braves. Older brother Kevin on the bench. Probably see him second half. As we'll watch those two. Mark, door. Blue gets it in front of their own bench. And they'll set up again. Outside the restraining line, here is Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer dances around straight in, and it's going to be a crease violation. There was about 5 seconds on the clock. That was Steven Orleman, as we said, making that save. 8-second violation against Team Blue. Against White as they tried to break out of their own zone. Here comes Blue out over center, led by the Elora Junior B product, Ryan Smith. To the far side, spinning away, Devin McLean. Got it back to the restraining line and not quite to center as Pfeiffer comes in and hangs on to that one. Pfeiffer back down to the crease for Smith. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Trying to dunk around the goaltender with the side of the net open. Shot clock violation. Picked up here by Luke Stevens. Out of St. Catharines. He passes off that one off the backboards. Mark. Door's open here. Violation there against White as Black's going to get it back. A bit of a side slash as Pfeiffer came right in front of center. Couldn't do it before 8 seconds though. So here's White. A nice leading pass there, but just unable to hang on. For White was Anthony Smitheram. And now Bammer's going to stay on. Is to the far side. That was Luke Stevens picking up. Hold back for Scott Delzato before it found back of the net. Fifth goal of the game for Delzato, or a season. Pardon me, as they have him listed having played just one game, 7 points so far. A nice pickup made there by Ryan Schmidt. Schmidt over top of everyone to go back for Smitheram. Played a number of years Junior C in Mimico, or Junior A rather, and now with the Junior B team went to Mississauga for finished the season with Newmarket as he passes out into the corner. This one off the boards. It's going to work out all the way to center. Devin McLean couldn't hang on initially, but now does for Ty Argent. Turns it into a 2-on-1. Back the other way. And an 8-second call again against Team White as they launch it down. Nicholas Demude out of St. Catharines Junior B gets the start. In net to our right for Team Blue. Both teams with 2 shots on goal so far as Pfeiffer gets kept outside. This one skips off the turf. And just to the right of head coach Stefan LeBlanc of Team White occupying the visitors bench here in this one. Pfeiffer in the corner trying to work out. Maybe the foot stuck out a little bit there as Ryan Smith puts it up over center. They did have a man all the way down the floor, but it's going to be Orleman rescuing that one, and here comes Lucas Sanetta. Sanetta to the far side, gets it back now. 2 defenders right in his face, so he's got to corkscrew that pass. Back for Sanetta here. Sanetta stumbles in a huge chop, spinning and firing that shot. He heard the stick bats as they were under 5 in the shot clock as the second one also rang off the glass. Ryan Smith down floor looking for Tyler Morris out of Halton Hills. As how did that shot go in? Quickly off the turf into the mesh from Tyler Morris. Morris, 55 points through 16 Junior C games this season, 25 goals, 30 assists. And he's got one here, tying things up at 1. Over the shoulder attempt there from Scott Delzato. He got the first one of the game out of the way for Team White as they bear down on Demude again. No look pass from way out in the corner. Nice pickup and sidearm release from Luke Stevens. That one stopped just before center as this one off the backboards and not in time for Stevens again as it was Marshall Stevens, junior NLL representative, letting that one fly. Second year in Rock Elite for Marshall Stevens, number 4 in white. Bit of a tie up here. Devin Pfeiffer, also part of that junior NLL team. As White's going to take it out over center now. 16 to play, 1-1 score. As they sidestep their way out over center. Here's Smitheram again. Couple stutter steps now for Schmidt. And Schmidt's going to take the shot, and it's into the defender's stick. It is Pfeiffer now on defense. Trying the nifty pickup with Schmidt. They got 2 on the shot clock, and it sneaks through the 5-hole for Luke Stevens. Stevens with his second point of the game now. Ryan Schmidt, Anthony Smitheram. Pick up the assists. Tyler Morris crouches in for Team Blue facing Yvonne Boldock. Team White on this face-off, and it's going to roll free. Way down into the zone, Brandon Hackle. He's going to get there first from Oakville Junior C. Big collision there as Tyler Morris and Smitheram went after that loose ball, and it's going to be Anthony Smitheram coming away with it. Out over center, the one-handed cradle down the far side from Boldock. Boldock takes the shot and save made by Demude. Down on the floor, picked up by Blue. They got a man all the way down in behind everybody. Devin McLean, the shot and the goal. First goal of his Rock Elite season. And Pfeiffer with Another point to add to his quickly growing collection here. Pfeiffer's bounced around teams a little bit, so we did say that Jake Boudreau passed him in the scoring battle earlier on this evening, but he's actually got 26 points. Been on a couple teams, wore a couple different numbers, so as we add them all up, Pfeiffer now amassing 26. Still comfortably in first place. That one bounces off the pipe. It's going to come all the way down. It's going to turn into a 2-on-1 for Team White. Looked like Marshall Stevens on his correct side worked to his wrong side to turn that into the 2-on-1. Now he's going to circle the net. Everyone gets in proper positioning. He comes up inside the zone. Marshall Stevens with that shot off the dasher. Took a funny hop. Landed right in front of the crease of Demude. And again, here comes Blue down the floor. A nice spin move to break coverage. Devin McLean, not much Marshall Stevens can do there. But Devin McLean has another one. Here's Blue with it now. Ryan Smith as they look to keep the pressure on. Blue on a bit of a roll here. Trying to take it himself was Ryan Smith. Drops down for Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer looking far side where Brandon Hackle was. Hackle gives chase all the way to the wall. Bounce pass back up for Smith. His shot ducking out of the way there was Orleman. Went off the glass over top of him. Bounced down right in the way of White as Ryan Smith and Orion Schmidt. Both in this game. Schmidt wearing number 10 white, 13 blue. Ryan Smith, and of course, just for us up here in the booth, they'll cover each other on that play. Here is the blue jersey of Ryan Smith, working for Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer passing off for Ty Argent. Back for Pfeiffer. Takes the top center spot and another shot, and that one squeaks through the legs. Devin Pfeiffer continues to pull away here. Ty Argent. And I think they called Colby Robinson on the assist there. As they reset for the face-off. Ball rolls away from Marshall Stevens. Getting it back was Team Blue. Another breakout for Devin McLean, but this time it results in an errant shot. As White will go back the other way with it. That one off the face mask of Demude. So he looks up, that came from Marshall Stevens. Demude with another save. The rebound goes to his right in the corner. And I think that shot that hit him off the face mask may have popped a button loose, or maybe he just needed some time there. Alerted Andrew Ecclestone, who does stop, makes the adjustment, and here comes a shot looking 5-hole. This one from Matthew Gorman. And it's going to be picked up by Ty Argent. Already with one assist here tonight. He gets it up to his line. Made his streaks down the middle. He's going to go straight to the cage now. But he was stripped by Marshall Stevens. And Stevens will head back the other way. He had Lucas Sonetta with him. Sonetta over top of everybody. Back to the restraining line. Luke Stevens takes the shot, and Demude not sure where it was. Another one that hits him high. And he's shaking out the neck here now. Couple stretches and a bit of a funny look. As now Jake Ferreira is all over Devin Pfeiffer. Ferreira. Back for Lucas Sonetta. Ferreira on the crease, can't find him. Sinetta has to work for it in the crease. Ferreira with Kobe Robinson on him. Ends up bouncing the pass in. Ryan Smith gets underneath it, and here's another breakaway, and it's Devin McLean. This time the defense catches up to McLean. It stops on the crease. Now he's got to back out. Scott Dozzato chases him all the way to the boards, and the fake and the goal from Morris. A beautiful play with speed running off the bench there, and beautiful job cutting through the center. Not a whole ton of a lot that Steve Orleman can do on that play. Both Steven and Kevin Orleman, 2-0 records. 8 goals allowed for Steven, 14 for Kevin. Gives him a .693, a 4-goal against average for Steven Orleman through those 2 games. 5-2 score, though, in favor of Team Blue here. This one from Demude up into center. Taken a bit late. That may be Riley Nevels. Number 17 listed on our sheet, wearing number 7 here tonight. We'll try and double check that. As this pass looking far side, finds nobody. One off the glass and down. Marshall Stevens with it in his stick. 6 seconds on the clock. Smitherin well wide and right at the line, just keeping the play alive. Good job with the stick there was Ryan Schmidt to stop the over and back, I should say, but it does cause the shot clock violation. And that was enough to get White back into position to play defense. Otherwise, it was a 2-on-nobody at the worst. 2-on-1 at the best case scenario. Back the other way. Smitherin ties up Devin Pfeiffer. This is going to allow Blake Chiapara to come in and score. For Team White, they give it unassisted, but looked like Smitherin there tied up the stick of Pfeiffer and didn't allow him to go after that loose ball. Went back the other way. Face off again. Marshall Stevens again. Tyler Morris again. They continue their battle as it's drawn free, and it's going to be pulled out by Team Blue. Shot drops down, and here's White. Bringing it up to the restraining line and in with speed and away from harm. Bit of a hidden ball trick there with Smitherin. Passes into the corner. Scott Delzato takes his space in center. Gets there just as the ball bounces off a couple sticks. Delzato, the nice job to hang on. 5 on the clock. Goes to the far side. Back for Smitherin. Takes the shot. That one had 5-hole in the sights, but Demude gets a stick on it before it goes up into the screen. Smitheram's going to corral it. And Smitherin with Pfeiffer on him. They renew their rivalry. It's going to be Smitherin scoring. Broke off the double team of Pfeiffer and Morris, and then the last slide couldn't get there in time. Smitherin with the goal. A good game for a guy who in his junior career known more for his work in the penalty box. Has 3 points and a great play on the 4th goal. Been a big part of all 4 for Team White here so far, and he got them back in the game. 4.5 to play. They're only down by 1. In the corner, inside the restraining line now as it's passed up for Marshall Stevens. Big collision far side as White comes off the bench. That actually broke the stick of the defender, and that's going to allow another breakaway. Nothing much that White can do here as they work off. Back to who we believe is Riley Nevels. As Nevels in behind the net. Stepping into his shot, Ty Argent. As it's on the carpet, Argent can't hang on. Arriving there, Brandon Hackle as well. Argent stepped in the crease just as the ball arrived. Crease violation, 3.5 to play here. So far for Team White, we have yet to see number 12, Kevin Dong, who has put up some big numbers through his Rock Elite and Junior NLL career. Marshall Stevens, after Pfeiffer was traded away from this squad, takes over the lead as we've got another goal here for Team White. They've tied it up. Ryan Schmidt being credited with that one. 15th shot of the game for Team White to just 9 for Team Blue, but those have been 9 high-quality shots that Steven Orleman has had to face. As we said, we'll probably see Kevin Orleman come in for the second half. Dylan Sprents will probably go the other way as Blue answers back. Ryan Smith with a goal of his own now. That 1-goal lead is restored. Nicholas Demude just playing one half of lacrosse so far this season, allowing 6 goals for a 12 goals against average, picking up the loss, an 0-1 record here so far. Someone's lost a glove, and it is the ball carrier, Marshall Stevens. He goes to retrieve, will stay on the floor. Under 2 to play in the first half. Back for Stevens they go. Space opens up in front of him from Smitherem, and shot over the top, and Pfeiffer didn't like that as he has some words. But it is a goal. Marshall Stevens, 9th of the season, 17th point. As we said, Devin Pfeiffer traded away from Team White. That allows Marshall Stevens to take over the points lead. As we're tied up again, 6-6, minute 10 remains in the first half. Big face-off here as teams look for momentum headed into the break. Before we switch sides, Marshall Stevens takes the shot. Demude looked like he may have made the save. No reset, though, as White works out of the corner. Up to the restraining line, Scott Delzato. Back for Anthony Smitheram. Far side they work. There is Kevin Dong, who steps into the hard shot. The save made by Demude. Dong wins his own rebound. No look pass up for Delzato. Back for Stevens. Marshall Stevens. Thought Smitheram was going to give him a pick there, but they work up top. Swim move from Delzato. His sidearm shot is well wide. 12 on the clock as Smitheram picks up. He goes for Dong, who's wide open off the shoulder cap of Demude. Extended possession here as Smitheram goes to pick up. 15 seconds remains before halftime. We can see the goalie's getting the gear on sideboards as Delzato works far side and scores with 6 seconds on the clock. That'll do it for the opening period, but it'll give the lead to Team White. Scott Delzato, last second. He started the goal scoring for Team White. He's going to end it here, the 7th goal of the period for Team White. Only multiple goal scorer for Team White in that period. Multiple points for Anthony Smitheram, Ryan Schmidt, Luke Stevens, Marshall Stevens with a single goal, Blake Chiapara the same. Devin McLean has a pair, as does Tyler Morris for Team Blue, an assist to Riley Nevels. 1-1 for Devin Pfeiffer, Ryan Smith with a goal, Ty Argent, and Colby Robinson, single assists. As the teams will switch sides, we get you set up for second half action here from the Rock Elite League Junior Division between Team Blue and Team White. Back inside the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. Visit rockeliteleague.com for all your schedules, stats, standings, and scores from the Toronto Rock Elite League. If you're on social media, use the hashtag #BeElite. Matthew Carrick back in for you. Second half action as we expected. Kevin Orleman, his 2-0 record, .693 save percentage, now occupies the net down to our right. And Dylan Sprents from the Hamilton Bengals Junior B organization, member of that junior NLL team in the junior division, occupies the net to our left for Team Blue, and he watches Devin Pfeiffer open the scoring 21 seconds in for Devin Pfeiffer, his second goal of the game, third point. I think they're pointing at 4, which is Jack Miller. And I think he said 13 as well, which was Ryan Smith. Was a call from Mark Gardonio. Thought there was a face-off violation, but I guess not, as Stevens touched that one and Pfeiffer let him have it. It's a loose ball interference, but my goodness, what a collision there as Pfeiffer and Marshall Stevens now get to say hello one more time as Pfeiffer grabs this loose ball. Down the floor, running underneath of it, Ryan Smith. Smith has Pfeiffer in the middle, looks over top of him to go for Ty Argent, who takes the shot. First save out of the way for Kevin Orleman. .29 games, a 16-22 record for Kevin Orleman out of Kitchener-Waterloo with the Braves. Of course, that's over a number of seasons. Finished this season out west with the New Westminster Salmon Bellies. Teammate Chris Kluche traded to the team that knocked them out, the Coquitlam Adenacks, who came in the eventual runners-up in the Minto Cup to the Six Nations Arrows, who went back-to-back this year. Could be looking at two pretty good goaltenders down the line in the brothers, Kevin and Stephen Orleman, here for Team White. Couple whacks there on the body of Ryan Smith. His sidearm shot went off the backboards and too hot to handle for Tyler Morris to stop the over and back violation. So Blake Chiapera will go under it. Fakes the pass to the streaker on the far side. Back up for Lucas Sinetta, though, at the restraining line. As Sinetta pick and roll on the crease. The shot from Ryan Schmidt. And it's Dylan Sprents who makes that save. Ball back up top. Del Zotto now continues to work it around the horn. Chiapara tried to pass through, and it was into the body of the blue defender, and looked like they were going to go for a bit of a run there with Brendan Hackle. Hackle stopped and restarted a couple times, as now Hackle puts the brakes on in behind Orleman, and he'll now pass off to Pfeiffer. Not sure if that was a stutter step or a bit of a limp for Pfeiffer, but they get it back for Ryan Smith, who scores. Ryan Smith is second of the game. They give assists to Devin Pfeiffer and Tyler Morris. Morris having a pretty good game now, as Pfeiffer has hit the 30-point mark in his 5th game this season. A ridiculous amount of points for Pfeiffer. On the carpet, face-off picked up by White. That one shot over top by Del Zotto. Awarded back for Devin McLean. McLean filled in by Smither and the pair of 16s. We're going to get a holding call here as Pfeiffer got spun around. But now McLean still looks like he's picking up the pieces, has the ball in the stick. Bench looked like they asked him if he was okay. He said, yeah, but you can see the smile under the helmet of Smitherham as they, yeah, you got me. Yeah, I did. No look pass across the floor. Smitherham just pushes McLean in the way of that shot. So it looked like there was an opening. Pfeiffer down to the far corner. Comes back here for Ty Argent. Stepping up to meet that one was Orleman. Shot clock resets. And as the side step there from Nevins. And Nevels couldn't elude the blue paint. McLean now trying to stop the 8 count, and it was very close from Ecclestone, but just getting over in time was Luke Stevens as they work to the far side. Penalty kill time here for Team White as they pass it in front. 1:02 left to go in it as Blue recovers the errant pass. It is Pfeiffer. He's still in stride, working down, and another huge hit from Smitherham as he stepped into Pfeiffer. What a game for Anthony Smitherham here. Bammer, as they call him. Over for Devin McLean now. That one's off the dasher, takes a funny hop, and the English of the ball carries it the rest of the way over the timeline, and we'll have 30 seconds here on the shot clock and the penalty clock. White wants the goal, though. There's a shot from Marshall Stevens. This is going to give Blue another opportunity off the stay from Sprents. Here's McLean. Smitherham faked like he was going to go up and hit him again, but McLean actually got run over from behind. And Smitherham putting that in the head of McLean now, thinking about it. Did get the pass off to the crease. Orleman with the save, but it's going to be a checking from behind call against Aiden Conlon just as the first one expired. And they're going to say no as they had to wait for the whistle. Coming out of the box, Yvonne Bolduck. As now they get the man back into play. So 15 on the shot clock as Blue sets up here. Over the shoulder from the top shooting position. That one hit off the glass and it goes all the way down the floor. Sprents is going to hang on to it, dumps it into the corner. 16 and a half to go here, 1:24 in the penalty for Team White. As they hang on here, Kevin Dong gets taken out in behind the play, lost the ball in the process. Sprents trying to come out with it. Stick got caught up in his jersey, it looked like. As it's worked down into the corner. Jogging his way down is Riley Nevels. Back to the restraining line. Smith. Pfeiffer rips the shot. It's into the feet of Orleman, and Stick may have made that save as it's down Pfeiffer. Caught up in the back of, I believe that's Lucas Sinetta. And it's going to be Pfeiffer to win that battle as Sinetta wasn't aware that the ball was on its arrival. So here comes Pfeiffer. Back for McLean. Devin McLean. Brings it up top. Kobe Robinson. They go far side. Down in the corner for Pfeiffer now. 22 seconds in the power play here. Trying to pass in front and now eludes Pfeiffer. He's got a chase into the boards. And just a bit of a shovel shot there that Orleman makes the save. Smitherham coming through the crease. Lays the body into Pfeiffer. And he's had a pretty good game, but maybe not the call you want there as the shot clock was about 2. It will be enough to kill off the penalty, though. As we're back to 5-on-5 strength down on the floor. Cutting through, not taking the ball with him. There was Ryan Smith, and that's going to be a breakaway down now for Aiden Conlon, trying to make amends for his penalty, and he does. Off the pipe and in, and Sprents thought he had it, but he did not, as it'll be a tie game, 8-8 now. Aiden Conlon, breakaway goal. 6 different White players have now scored in this game. Pardon me, 7 different players in White have scored. Oh, what a touch pass there. Out of the stick of Marshall Stevens to Delzato. Gives Scott Delzato the hat trick. Just floating the pass in through the middle. Not allowed Delzato to cut in and hang on and take the shot. The Orangeville Junior B product got into a couple games this season. 2 of them, in fact, scored 3 points, all of them assists. But Delzato with 3 goals here. And there's a huge whack taken by Ryan Schmidt as we get play back underway. 13 and a half to go as they work into the corner. Jake Ferreira. They continue the cycle with the lefties. Here off the backboard, shot clock down to 5 as it comes out for Delzato. He rips a shot that's off the Rock logo on the chest of Sprents. 24th shot of the game for Team White. Maybe a bit of a tug on the shoulder there, no call coming. As Brendan Hackle, works his way down. Devin McLean as well takes the shot. Resetting the shot clock as McLean is going to look for the crease now. Hackle on the ball through the middle. Sidearm shot on the run. Skipped off the glass. May have hit a stanchion. Took a bit of a funny hop. As Hackle and Nevels go back after it now. And Blue, a bit of a trap there. They're going to say as Jake Ferreira gets it started back the other way for Marshall Stevens. His shot, oh, what a move there to get in on Sprents and score. White now have the lead 10-8. Delzato with his 4th point. Yvonne Bulldog gets his first off the Marshall Stevens goal, his 2nd of the game. Eight different runners now with points in this game for Team White as they're sharing that ball. Face-off goes sky high, almost up to our, in line with our position. The spinning check there from Ty Argent. And Blue's going to be awarded the ball there. Didn't see quite what the call was from Andrew Ecclestone, but it's going to be Ryan Smith running in over the restraining line. Down in the corner, Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer and Smith cycle with it. Pfeiffer now, his turn to set the pick. As the pass comes across floor for Ty Argent. One fake, now the second one. Hit comes as he takes that shot, but Orleman had it underneath him and makes the save. A hard bounce pass up the floor for Chiapara. He does hang on. Now a high one that Dong has to climb the ladder to go get. Dong looking to pass, and they find the trailer outside the restraining line with 10 on the shot clock. As Stevens goes back for Dong. Dong can't get a stick on that as it's looking to go over and back. And it's going to be picked up by Brandon Hackle. And Hackle takes the shot, and oh, so calm from Orleman. That one just goes off the left glove. And over to the boards. Bit of a collision there. Looked like Kobe Robinson came up shaking the head, and we've got another violation here against Team White. So Blue will get it back. Starting with Riley Nevels. Nevels down the far side. Pfeiffer and Smitheram collide. As Pfeiffer now gets the ball. Smitheram up on him again as Orleman makes the save, and Smitheram and Pfeiffer tied up. They continue their tangle up the floor and a bit of a shove from Smitheram, and Patty Campbell's going to call him off here. There's a shot that goes under the arm, though. Make it 11-8 now. How about a goalie assist now? On the goal from Aiden Conlon, his second of the game. The 9th different player in white to record a point is Kevin Orleman. And they only have 13 on their bench, including the 2 goaltenders. Of course, Stephen Orleman won't get one here tonight, as he should be done for the game. Oh, what a play. Ryan Smith, his own shot off the backboards, then faked out 3 different defenders. That is a pretty one right there for Ryan Smith. And it's his hat-trick goal, giving him 6 on the season for 7 total points. Coming into this game, that would have tied him with Cody Westacott, who we have yet to see in 15 for Blue. Just 4 subs here in this game for Team Blue. Running around, Brendan Hackle comes up for Ty Argent. In the corner, spinning away, Devin McLean with it now. McLean back up top, Kobe Robinson, far side. Rare shift where Devin Pfeiffer's not on the floor. Shot clock ticks down to 5, and ball's going to bounce free. Blake Chiaparo with it now. He's going to go straight in on goal and score. 12-9 answering that goal from Team Blue as White comes back. Tyler Morris. Blake Chiaparo with his second. Face-off rolls into the stick of Luke Stevens. He did jump backwards. It was good that he did that on the correct side of half. So he was very close to the line there. Could have been over and back. Blue will hang on. Up over center, Smitheram steps up, and down goes Ty Argent. Smitheram's been throwing the body around, saw the opportunity, now he's going to block a shot. Ty Argent no worse for wear as he gets up and involved with this loose ball, but my, oh my, the hit from Anthony Smitheram. And he gives a bump for Argent. Says, you all right, man? That's about 3 times in this game that Smitheram's thrown his weight around. He's got a goal and 2 assists as well. Up the floor, that's one way to beat him. As a beautiful move again from Devin McLean. Fake down low, caught Orleman way out of position before going back up top. And how about Devin McLean with the hat trick? He was the recipient of a Bammer smash earlier. Approaching 5 minutes left to go. 12-10 is now the score, as the floodgates have kind of opened a little bit here in this period. 12-10 is now where we are, as this one's turned into an offensive back and forth battle. Team White leading the way, occupying the visitors' bench. Pfeiffer backs into coverage, backs into 3 defenders. Nice job with the stick, and then the no look behind the back. No one was home though, as there's a huge whack as Ryan Smith comes in on goal. Takes the shot and continues to tick down. 5 on it, and just spinning away. What a job stepping up there from Morris and then spinning, trying desperately to beat that shot clock and can't do it as it's picked out of midair by Dong. Comes Kevin Dong. Dong to the far side. They got one on the crease, and it's Ryan Schmidt taking a huge whack. Sprints. Sees that one roll in on him. Sprints has been not very busy the past little while. Shots now 28-26 in favor of White. As when he's forced to make stops, they're hard and heavy, or it's a breakaway chance. They bear down on him one more time. Here's Yvonne Bulldog. Straight through the middle. Oh, what a shot off the pipe and in the back for Bulldog. From Scott Delzato, they say. And Luke Sanetta, I think, was the other one. 8 players have now scored a goal. And 10 players now have a point out of the 14 on the bench tonight for Team White. That includes 2 goaltenders. And one of the goaltenders does have an assist. Huge loose ball battle here as they continue to bang around for it. Now they come right underneath our position. You can see Ty Argent, he's in there hard. Now he falls as it's brought out by White. Luke Stevens with it. And the last man to pick up the pieces, Matthew Gorman, has a shot in there, rang off the iron. 2.5 to play now in the second half. Out over the restraining line, still carrying it, Jake Ferreira. Ferreira's going to lose it here as it rolls away from Luke Stevens. Up top for Gorman. Stevens is going to drag it away from coverage. All the way back for Aiden Conlon. Conlon was looking for the low shot. 5 on the clock. They go back up top. The corkscrew shot. It comes back from Marshall Stevens as he's going to put one home late in the shot clock. Marshall Stevens with a hat trick. Aiden Conlon picked up one of those assists. Didn't hear who the second one went to as we've got 1:38 left to play. And a big battle at the faceoff dot. Yvonne Bulldog along with Devin McLean is going to be pulled out by Team Blue. Smitheram and Pfeiffer get back in each other's face again. The shot comes in. Orleman makes the save and it rolls free. Scott Delzato opening to room and score as he took the top corner over the right shoulder of Sprents. Scott Delzato with 4 goals in the game of the 15 for Team White as we hit the final minute of play. And a clean face-off win for Yvonne Bulldog. Back for Delzato on the crease again. Back they go for Bulldog sliding through. What a save from Sprents as Bulldog gets it back. Here's Dong. Smitheram comes all the way down the floor and rips a sidearm snipe. And Coach Stefan LeBlanc likes that one. Taking a play out of the Stefan LeBlanc playbook. Definitely heard 12 there, Kevin Dong. As the dominoes keep falling here, Matthew Gorman, we saw him out for maybe 1 or 2 shifts along with Jake Ferreira, the only 2 runners, along with Steven Orleman, the only 3 players in White to not score a point. Final 3 seconds here as Blue's going to bring it in. Pfeiffer can't get a shot away before time expires. What a second half for Team White, led by Scott Delzato. 4 goals for the game, 6 points overall, make it a 16-10 win As we said, a great game for Anthony Smitheram. He finishes with 2 goals and an assist, as does Aiden Conlon. Hat-trick for Marshall Stevens. 2 goals for Blake Chiapara, Ryan Schmidt, Yvonne Boldock, Luke Stevens as well, the goal scorers. How about 2 hat-tricks on the other side? Devin McLean for Blue. 3 and an assist for Ryan Smith. Devin Pfeiffer with another 4 points gives him 30 on the season to lead the league. But it comes in a losing effort. Handshakes here inside the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. Final reminder to check out rockeliteleague.com for the schedule, standing stats, and scores from the Rock Elite League. Ladies and gentlemen, every night there is Rock Elite action here from the track. Check out the website. Until we speak next time, be elite, everyone.